sex couples renting from them, and there is a Hawaii statute that provides them an exemption, but evidently there's another statute that doesn't?
Well, the public accommodation statute has no exemption, and it's geared to hotels and, big commercial places that very different from your own home. And that's why we've been arguing they're applying the wrong statute, because it's like apples and oranges.
And so when will this come? Will this be on the papers? Will this be a motion for summary judgment as to which statute is applicable?
We're still dealing with how we're going to respond. We have to respond to the complaint, or at least the first 20-day period ends January 9th.
Now, this was brought by Lambda Legal. They're very good lawyers, but is this forum shopping? Did they generate this case, in your opinion, Jim, to create a precedent that applies to all bed and breakfasts everywhere in the Ninth Circuit?
I think possibly, and I thought at the very beginning that it was a setup anyway, because it just, the way the story unfolds just sounds like a setup. But, there's no discovery in the Civil Rights Commission phase, so we haven't been able to depose the plaintiffs and find out, what motivated them.
And so what happens next?
Well, I'm thinking that we'll probably file a motion to dismiss or for summary judgment based on the applicable statute. We're, a pretty liberal state politically, and so trial judge may not want to throw it out on that ground, and so we may end up having a trial.
It's interesting now. A future day down the road here, I'm at the end of the show today. I'm going to open up the phone lines on this and ask same-sex couples whether they think this is a good challenge. Because you got a Christian couple running a small bed and breakfast. It's obviously a right of conscience issue, right? That's what you guys are arguing.
Absolutely. In fact, her own adult daughter wanted to come and stay with her boyfriend in the house before they were married, and the parents said no. They had to stay in a hotel in Waikiki.
That was my last question. Do they maintain the same sort of interpretation, I'm not going to say strict, of Christian values in their rental policy generally?
Yes. And
you're confident you can prove that up, that they have not rented to a standard unmarried couple that have just been staying there?
If they know about it, they won't.
That is very interesting. You should win that case. Jim, thanks so much for spending extra time with